and this. So first off, I wanted to go down here and explore this ruins.
What's your next game, though, unless there's something else you wanted to say?
There is not something else I wanted to say, but I just don't appreciate being rushed by the peanut gallery over here.
I'm sorry. That is me, the peanut gallery. That is weird. I feel like those things are going to blast you into oblivion.
Yeah.
Blast you into the game Oblivion.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion?
Do you think the game Starfield, as of right now, from what we've seen of the trailers, do you think the game Starfield just looks like a better Outer Worlds? Because I kind of feel like it does.
I don't even want to call it that, because the thing is, at least Obsidian can write better stories.
Right.
You know, so I don't know, like, I guess to me, so far, the impression I'm getting is that it will be a better world with a worse story, Outer Worlds.
Right.
But maybe we're wrong. I hope we're wrong. Because, like, I would love it if it was better, but...
And the thing is, I loved Outer Worlds, so...
And I never beat it.
Right.
I'd like to at some point, but I...
Wait, did you start it?
No, I watched some of it.
Okay.
But I would prefer... I trust Obsidian over Bethesda.
Yeah,
just
with
because
stories.
Yeah, because Obsidian has done a really good job. I was going to answer you for what my next video game was, which is Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Oh, okay.
This is an SNES game, but it's not only an SNES game. Ambush Shard. Ambush Shard. What is this? Friend ahead? Oh. Is this her?
It will do no good, I swear it. And yet you persist. You frothing degenerates.
I mean, I think it could help her situation out if she just went against the wall instead of, like, purposely dislocating her shoulders.
Could you look up if there's a way to help her?
I don't even know who this is.
We'll just look up, like...
What is this place called?
Look at this!
Could this be an highway?
Oh no! Oh no! We are at the Witchbane Ruins, and Sorceress Selin is here, but I don't know how to help her.
Is in prison there.
There's gotta be some way to help her, right? What's up with her hands? Ow.
Oh, okay. So apparently, because she appears at the Waypoint Ruins, apparently her true body is here. At the Waypoint Ruins is something like of an astral projection of her.
We can't help this person?
She mentions that if you like talk to her and do like her quest line, I guess, she mentions that she was expelled from Raya Academy and that her body has been trapped in the Witchbane Ruins as a result of that. The Witchbane Ruins version, which is her, is pinned to the wall by crystals. There's no way to help her until advancing her quest line forward.
Okay. Interesting. So maybe we could go back and talk to the normal witch Selin?
Yeah.
That's odd. Huh.
Let's see.
What, you want to see when we answer your quest line?
I'm just going to see when we can.
Well, Nate, you're ruining the game by looking that up.
Well, the game needs to be ruined. Knock it down a few pegs in the eyes of the public.
I need to get ruined too. Would you help with that?
I could.
Ah, nice. Look, this is his penis.
It says it can take some time.
I don't know how to get up on this yet.
So you have to get to Mount Gelmir to start our questline.
Okay. So we're not there yet.
No. Which, that's actually...
We're near the end of the game.
No, Mount Gelmir is the place where this next required boss... Near where that guy is, I think.
Hey, I think I might have just found our artist shack. Look.
Oh.
Or something, or some kind of homestead. Hey, there's someone here.
Is that the Santa Claus guy?
It looks like his brother, the Canislaus guy.
I like to think that that guy is just the dude from Avatar. Do you remember on that episode where...
Oh,
they're in
the
that...
Cabbages guy.
No, not the Cabbages guy, but that's another one. Remember that episode where they're on like that lake town thing, and there's like that lady, the witch... Or
the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, the ghost lady that's like haunting the area or whatever. And Katara, remember, she like dresses up as that lady to scare off like the people that come to take tribute from that town. Mm-hmm. And remember like that salesman guy, like he was like the shopkeeper, the fisherman. Remember, it was just the same guy, but he kept like, he would like put on something different. And be like, oh, it's me. That's my brother.
There's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
I really like that every time he had a different job, he named himself something different that had to do with that job, like shoe or something. It was really funny.
That guy was the best.
Lantern?
Oh, what's that thing below it?
I want the lantern.
Okay. Maybe buy 2 of them.
I already got 2.
Okay.
Used to duplicate ashes of war.
Okay.
I don't really think that's necessary. Walking mausoleum. Note imparting information in brief. Oh. Well, we'll buy that. You could buy a I don't need that. Anything else?
We could buy the keys.
Keys?
The stone sword key.
Oh, yeah.
Those are always good.
Those are good. I didn't even see it, sorry.
That's okay.
We buy these, too. What are these? Arterial leaves?
Artorias' leaves.
Artorias is one of the best Soulsborne characters ever.
He's awesome.
His story is so good, too.
I know. Especially surrounding
Sif. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, did we talk, were we talking about anything else?
No, I think you're gonna start your next game.
Oh, yeah. Well, before I do that, is there somewhere specifically you'd like me to go? Because I think I have now...
What do you want to do? Do you want to fight the main boss, or do you want to continue Ronnie's questline?
Well, if we're gonna continue the main boss, can you look the boss up and see if it affects other people's quests? Because the problem is that I don't want to undo someone's quest. This guy is annoying me. And there were certain things, like I know the Grafted or whatever. I think if we beat him before talking to a couple people, it would have ruined their quest lines.
Right.
Yeah, I found some items.
Nice. So the next main boss is Rykard. Killing him will end all Volcano Manor quest lines.
Well, we haven't done any of those.
Yeah.
I don't think we should do that.
So that seems like that's the only thing that would do. Well, we haven't even gotten there yet, because that's... The Volcano Manor is where he's at.
Right, but I think we should make sure to do those quest lines. And certain people I was reading go to Volcano Manor. Like, I think Patches ends up there.
Oh, okay. This is like the dumbest thing ever.
What?
Like, you can't battle a boss because you have to advance, like, 20 people's quest lines.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm not trying to be annoying.
No, I know.
I just want to be able to, do their stuff because I think it's fun.
No, I know. I just think it's a dumb system to do that.
Doing Radahn's didn't ruin anything, right?
I don't think so.
Because they would have ruined Ronnie's, but we were in the middle of Ronnie's.
Well, doing Ronnie's...
Like, you wouldn't have been able to start it if you killed Radahn, I didn't think.
Yeah, and killing Radahn is actually a key part of Ronnie's questline.
Right, but if you had done it before meeting her, I think that would have been a problem.
Yeah, I think that would have messed that one up. So, I don't know, are you wanting to continue Ronnie's questline?
Yes. Is that going to mess up anyone else's? I'm just asking.
I don't think so.
Because I feel like I have to. Wait, what is this?
Because the next part of Ronnie's questline is just to go talk to Blade.
Okay.
And then...
What are these guys? These are like Godric. Oh, okay. Wait, is this where we came to get that staff?
I don't know. So basically, doing this will then bring us to Nokron, the Eternal City, which is the next part to...
The game?
Well, not the game, but it's a crucial part to even open up Nokron.
I literally can't get on the ladder. There we go. Let me look here real quick. I think this is where we came. The one time to get the demi-human staff or something.
Kind of looks like it. Yeah, it was something kind of similar to this.
I don't know, because I'm also...
Oh, it wasn't. Never mind.
Never mind, I guess. I also kind of just want to look around some...
Whoa.
What the heck is that?
Anthrax. We have like the DC Anthrax envelope sender here. Instead of a transporter trap.
Oh.
So we're getting teleported somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's somewhere new. Maybe.
Oh. Okay.
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay, alright, I guess we're in Lanedal.
How do we get out of Lame Doll?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, here's one of these things.
Here's a point of G-Race. I guess I'm a gracist now. I don't know, what do you want to do? I mean, it's 6:15.
I don't know.
Are you wanting to do anything, or are you wanting to leave?
Well, I guess maybe battle this guy.
I think this is the guy who used to be a boss, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, also your attacks were doing like nothing to him. Like...
Yeah. Shoot.
Oh, jeez.
He's not actually doing that much to me either, though.
Yeah, it might be one of those things where you just have to get through his attacks.
Or I could just avoid him completely if I wanted to.
You could try.
It'd be nice if they let me get up. You will try. Anything over here? Oh, hey, here's a thing.
What if this is a teleporter to the final boss?
That'd be actually pretty funny.
Oh, a Blessed Dew Talisman. Okay.
This guy's annoying.
Okay.
I feel like we're not really talking about anything.
Okay. What is the next game on your list?
Oh, it's Link to the Past, sorry.
Okay, yes.
Do you want me to talk about Link to the Past?
Sure. Why do you like Link to the Past?
Because it's cool. Next.
Okay, what's the next one then?
The next one is your baby tapes. I love watching them.
Well, they are pretty hot, actually.
No, I love Link to the Past because, again, it's one of those early, I don't want to say early open world games, but it is an earlier open world game.
Yeah.
That I think is really interesting and fun. I think I'm going to have to beat this guy to get out of here. And I love the way that they did the game. It's probably, I think it was my introduction to Zelda in terms of actually getting me into the franchise.
Okay.
And I am impressed at what they could do with the SNES. You know, this is basically an open world SNES game, and it involves not only the not only the world that you see, but also an entire world that you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, well, by the time you get to his head, he's up, which I think is really interesting because you're kind of going back and forth between dimensions with the normal world and the dark world. And I also think this has Metroidvania style elements to it, which I know that Zelda always has had, where it's kind of like you unlock a new item and all of a sudden it can open up whole new parts of the world for you.
Yeah.
So the sense of exploration, it always feels like what you're doing matters because you're finding something and it'll give you access to a new place or a new thing. And it's a pretty timeless game too because we've talked about graphics and how graphics can age a game. I understand that it is a two-dimensional game, but it's a two-dimensional game with, I guess, sort of the illusion that it's not two-dimensional and the world seems much bigger than it is. The only thing that I wish in Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past was that there was another city or two, because I feel like there's only a couple of villages in the whole game.
Can you go to Hyrule?
You're in Hyrule.
Oh, okay.
But it's a different time period, Hyrule.
Right.
And this was before all that stuff was settled about the timeline and all that crap, where everyone was like, oh, well, this takes place before this and all that.
Yeah.
And no one really knew. It was just kind of its own thing. But it's a really cool game, and I also really like how they handle Ganon in that game as the villain. They also early on take you to one of the final areas of the game, which is the Hyrule Castle, and you have to essentially go out into the world and progress your story and become more powerful in order to actually go back and progress through that area.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a really interesting way to show kind of like what you're leading up to with the game. I don't have like a ton on this one because I mean it is a classic game. There are multiple versions of it. I remember growing up, I mainly played the one on the Game Boy Advance, which has some unique stuff in it, but also I believe the SNES one has a much better sound chip in the console, so the game sounds way better on that from what I remember. So it's kind of a pick your poison, I guess. You can go to an extra dungeon, I believe, on the Game Boy Advance version, which is cool. I'm glad they added that in. But if you don't do that version, if you do the SNES version, you get better sound and stuff too, so...
Yeah, I mean, what Nintendo did with Link's Awakening, where it was like an older game, that 2D animation style, and they actually enhanced it for the Switch and basically completely redid the game. With all brand new graphics, everything. I've always thought they should continue doing that because Link's Awakening became one of probably actually my favorite Legend of Zelda game I've played. It was just really fun. And I mean, the only ones I played were that, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess. So I guess I only have 3 options to choose from. But it was still a really good game, and I've always thought they should go back and kind of do that with some of the other ones, like, you know, Link to the Past or some other games like that. Like, I just thought that would be really interesting.
No, it would be. I have conflicting feelings on it with a game like Link to the Past because it's such a good game that I don't want them to remake it and mess it up.
Right, but they didn't do that with Link's Awakening.
No, I know. And that's kind of... But it is a concern whenever they go to remake these games.
Right.
Is, okay, well, are you going to do right by this game? Is it actually going to be what... Like, I'm not trying to treat it like it's a holy product that can't be touched. I don't think that.
Right.
But it's one of those things where it's like, are you going to treat this with respect and redo it in a way where people who were fans of this originally are going to be happy with it? Mm-hmm. Or is it going to be something entirely different? And that's kind of the only thing that I have with, I guess, that game that would concern me. But, you know, they recently did, what was it, Diamond and Pearl, and people really like those.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of prefer the original, like, 2D graphics.
For Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But it's still cool that they did it. I just wish that they would redo it with 2D graphics. But I've said that before, and other people always say, well, the general audience probably wouldn't buy it, and they're sadly right. Like,
Right.
I think the general audience is just so enamored by pretty. Like, oh, pretty game.
Right.
You know, it's why they turn the TVs to certain settings in Best Buy and other places when they're showing them to you, is because they, you know, they're trying to impress you in some way, but like you know, as a general consumer. But I honestly think that there was so much to some of these old games that it's really hard to remake them. One of the best examples I can think of a remake was Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Yeah.
Because it didn't abandon the...
And Fire Red and Leaf Green, too.
Yeah, exactly. Because it didn't even abandon the 2D I don't know what you'd say, like the 2D heart of
Animation
it.
style, yeah.
Yeah, like it was still what it was originally, but it was advanced with the tech. Mm-hmm. And I think it kind of gets different. Like if I were to say, I'm going to remake Pokemon Yellow, but it's like 3D and looks like Elden Ring.
Right.
To me, that doesn't really come off like Pokemon Yellow anymore. But I know everyone says, it's a remake. If you want the original, play the original. So what do I know?
Right.
Because that's what people always say when I say that.
But the original's like 10 grand. Why don't you just play the original?
Not that much, but it is a lot.
You get like a boxed version of Yellow?
To get a boxed version, but nobody's buying boxed versions of these old games because...
I would like a box.
I know you would like one, but most people are smart enough to just not do it because they're so damn expensive.
Right.
That they're like, yeah, this isn't worth my money. So they just don't buy it.
Well, and there's also digital ways to play those too, I know, on the 3DS, which actually the store might be shut down now.
It's not shut down yet, but they'll be making it harder to buy anything and then shutting it down.
Yeah.
Soon. I was going to show you a couple of things and then we could be done if you'd like.
Okay.
Weird. So, Patches should be... Here he is.
Patches the Pirate?
I found Patches the Pirate last night when I was looking for items as well. I wasn't just going around picking up overworld items, I was going around trying to get stuff to craft these, because these help you get more XP faster.
Okay.
So, anyways, that's what I was doing.
Hello again. Welcome to Patch's Emporium. By the way, have you met that girl, Raya? She's a strange one, but I believe she was in need of help. Not that it's any of my business, but if she rings your bell, why not lend her an ear?
Who is she? I wish I could buy more of these, but I can't. Grace Mimic. Margot's Shackle.
Huh.
I'm gonna get that.
Briefly binds Margot.
A fetish bathed in golden magic. Shackles were used to bind the accursed people called the Omen, and these ones were made to keep a particular omen under strictest confinement. Though faint, the shackles still retain I can't read. I can't do it today. Though faint, the shackles still retain vestiges of power, enough to trap the once-bound Margot on Earth, if only for a short time.
You just can't read because you were thinking about your own fetishes.
Yeah, I saw fetish and I thought, oh.
You have like a balloon fetish. You want to like blow up inside of you.
Are we going to talk about that more?
We can. I mean, I'm kind of into it right now.
Forgot something on your shopping. No,
Does he say anything else?
You're making your way to the Erd Tree, no? Well, I heard something that might help. A special means of reaching your destination. Have you ever seen an Iron Virgin? The clunky contraptions are whirlwinds of sickles and spiked wheels. But long ago, they were endowed with a spell of transposition. And get this, a surviving virgin sits at the bottom of the big water wheel in the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. Its transpositional powers fully intact. So right, if you get caught in it on purpose, it'll chuck you out straight at the base of the Erd Tree. Or so I'm told.
He said at Rhea Lucaria there's like a transporter. What you spoke of before.
Great story, isn't it? I'll tell you as many times as you like. There's a surviving Iron Virgin
at the bottom of the big water wheel in the Academy of Rhea Lucaria.
Okay.
So we should check that out at some point. We did figure out where to take... Wait, what is that? There's an item down here.
This thing is kind of creepy.
Yeah, did you know I looked this up?
Oh, jeez.
Jill actually looked it up for me. Did you know that squids have beaks?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. It's gross.
Do you want to know where I actually knew this? This thing sounds really stupid and a really niche thing to say.
It's eating itself.
Do you want to know where I knew that from?
Putting your penis in a beak.
No, from the second McDonald's used to make these Ronald McDonald movies that me and my brother watched like a lot growing up.
Yeah, the VHS ones, they're super expensive now.
Yeah. The second Ronald McDonald movie, Legend of Grimace Island, actually they get attacked by like a giant squid thing, and the squid has like a beak, and he's trying to like eat Birdie.
Oh my.
And like Hamburglar. So
did I ever tell you that I made fan art of that movie?
Is it Grimace fan art?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's Rule 34 of Grimace and Birdie and Ronald.
Is Hamburglar in this?
Yeah, Hamburglar's watching with Creepus.
Okay,
Wait.
cool.
Hello?
Wait.
Please. Over here.
She's pretty.
Why is she like bending her back like that?
She's floating, look. Did you see her floating?
No, okay. Now I can see.
Sorry,
Wait.
sorry. There.
Oh, look at that.
She's floating.
Hello? Hello. It's rather chilly here, isn't it? My mistress sent me off on an errand, but I was accosted by a ruffian. And now I'm in a bind. Could I ask you lend a hand? Perhaps. That thug made off with a precious necklace. I need someone to retrieve it. Only, he too is tarnished. If you've any qualms confronting your own, I shall find another. Oh, thank you dearly. What a blessing that we've met like this. The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please, I must have the necklace back. The thug should be please.
Okay. So he's just in a house?
Abandoned home.
Down the way.
Is this a... Oh, never mind. Okay, abandoned... Down what way? There's a lot of ways.
I don't know, what's that symbol on your map?
This one?
Of that dude. Down at the Grace Point. To your left.
I thought that was Patches.
Oh. Oh, wait, go back. That's Raya, that one that Patches was talking about.
Yeah. Oh.
He was talking about Raya and the Last Dragon there.
He was.
So we have to find a house that's down the way.
Could that be it?
I don't know, is that down the way?
I don't know what that means. I have no idea what down the way
It's like, hey, which way is it?
Down the way.
The way.
Yeah, well, we're dealing with the... We're basically dealing with the Cheshire Cat. Which way did they go? This way, that way? I don't know.
I know. Deathbird? There's a boss here?
Is this like Big Bird's
Oh,
buddy? Oh, jeez.
That's really gross, actually.
What the heck?
Like, what even
Look
is
at its
this?
face.
What are those? Okay,
Oh.
I mean, your magic did a lot to it.
Well, let's, like, do the world a favor and kill this.
Get rid of Deathbird.
Yeah, I like Big Bird better, thanks.
There's a reason why Sesame Street went with that brother and not this one.
Can you imagine if they went with this? Hey, kids.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna teach you about death.
Anybody want some cocaine?
Anyone want some death sticks?
Oh,
He,
dude!
like, pecks you.
Dude, ah!
You need to heal.
I'm trying,
This
I'm
guy's
trying.
gonna, like, pipe you.
I'm out of
Magic?
magic.
That's a problem.
Excuse me, sir, have you seen someone down the way? He's like, what way? Down the way!
No way! Didn't you hear Raya and the Last Dragon?
I
think
hate
this is a
this
problem.
thing. Well, I wasn't expecting to fight a boss.
Right, well... Also, I feel like we needed to have our Cerulean City tears. Like the tears of Misty after we just beat her.
Got him. That's a good callback. Come on, shoot him.
Oh, nice! That was pretty epic.
That was almost all. Well, that was all I've got for my magic. Come on.
Come on, I think one more hit.
Ew.
Nice, you got rid of Deathbird.
Please die and ew.
That was, like, disturbing.
Yeah. Red
Oh,
feathered
hey.
branch sword. What is that? Not there. Not
Probably in
there.
your swords.
Oh, you think it was an actual sword?
Well, that's what I said.
Didn't really look like one, but that's not it.
Huh.
That's the issue. Like, I saw it, but it didn't look like an actual sword.
Why call it a sword, then?
I don't know, because this is like the From Software game that gets off to punishing you for thinking. So, I don't know.
Hey, you picked up this cool sword, but it's not going to be a sword.
It's actually a piece of paper.
Like, whoa, isn't that cool?
Wait,
There
that's
is.
it. That's it. Raises attack bar when HP is low. That sucks.
Okay.
A talisman adorned with red feathers, once used in an ancient death rituals. The heart sings when one draws close to death, and a glorious end awaits those who cling so tenaciously to life.
Okay.
So we need to figure out where that...
We'd go down the way.
Thanks! Thank you.
Well, could she have been referring to down in, like, a map sense? So, like, south?
I suppose she could have been referring to anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Don't you know where down the way is, you son of a bitch? Oh. This is interesting. It's these guys.
Oh.
Okay, I didn't try and... I just want this item.
Dexterity, not crystal tier.
Thank you. I literally don't want any trouble from you guys. Jeez. Go back to Raya, you say?
Yeah, or at least pull up the map.
I think I should just continue my list next time.
Okay.
Because aren't we going to get this and then pretty much be done? Like, after we give it back to her?
Yeah, you can do that, or we can just talk about one more while we're doing it.
Okay, I can do that.
After Link to the Past.
I wanted to help her, and then I wanted to give that dagger... Oh, jeez, what the heck?
Jeez. A Miskado.
I wanted to give that dagger back to the guy, too. Just so I didn't forget. Okay. So... I'm so confused. I was going to say the next one on my list, so we're in the 30s...
Yeah.
Is Mega Man Battle Network 4.
Oh, that's a good choice.
So Red Sun or Blue Moon, it doesn't matter. I know there is a difference, but who cares, really?
They're both about the same.
Really good games, almost the same story, just some different, I would say, forms and stuff that you get from each of them.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that game because it has really interesting world design where you have both an overworld and an underworld type thing, where you have the main world and then you have the world of the net navies, and you have the internet and all this stuff. I love the combat. It's really unique how it takes place on I guess it's an 18-square battlefield.
Yeah.
Each team gets 9 squares. You move up and down and around to kind of deal with... Oh my, this guy is scary looking. Look at him.
Oh, jeez.
To deal with the battles, and you get to find all kinds of collectibles and fight all kinds of enemies along the way.
Mm-hmm.
I will say more after this.
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate? Ah, that necklace what you're after, is it? Well, show me what it's worth to you, and I'll consider parting ways with it. I'm not in love with it or nothing.
So basically, I think you can either kill him or
Can I just
pay
kill him?
1,000 for it.
Do you care if I kill him? Does it matter?
No.
Think you're bloody clever, do you? Then how about you piss off, for I'll crack you in half. Damn it! I'll whip you to
Oh, he just healed. I'm really upset that Blackguard is angry at us.
God damn it. Why ain't it me? Why ain't it ever?
Blackguard's bell bearing, iron balls, Blackguard's iron mask, Raya's necklace.
I like Blackguard's balls.
Let's look at the Blackguard's iron mask real quick. I want to see what the lore is on it.
And I also want to see Blackguard's balls.
Iron mask forced on convicted prisoners, worn by the
Oh.
Blackguard Big Baggard. To Baggard, the mask made him all the more threatening and helped him get what he wanted, but it was also a mirror of his emptiness.
That goes along with his big balls.
Yeah. Alright, where's Baggard's balls or whatever? Baggard's balls. Any ideas?
I don't know. I would say they're weapons, but I don't know. No, that's his
Blackguard's
bell.
bell bearing, offer to the twin maiden husks that the round table hold to gain access to
Oh,
new
hey,
items, so that's good.
We know her. Twin Maiden Husk.
Where's his balls?
There's Raya and the Last Dragon's necklace.
Wait, where?
Down. There.
Necklace stolen from Raya by the Blackguard features a relief of a dignified-looking woman from a foreign country. It appears to hold great significance for Raya.
Maybe that's like her mom or something.
Or maybe it's your mom or something.
That could
That
be.
would hold great significance to
There
me.
it is. Iron balls.
Iron Manaphere Iron Manifer of spherical shape, Big Baggart the Black Guard's weapon of choice. Not a weapon to be taken lightly, as its weighty blows shatter bones with ease. Well, Baggart here is now in the ground.
I like how we kill this guy and then just steal his balls.
The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please. Oh, yes. That is my missing necklace. Thank you kindly. I am in your debt. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Raya, in the service of Lady Tanith of the Volcano Manor. I seek stalwart Tarnished, who might join our house. You are very brave yourself. Not only a steady hand, but a steady heart. Merciless, even to your own kind. Such strength is precisely what my mistress seeks. Please, take this. Brave Tarnished, seek the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. Most Tarnished are doomed to wander the outskirts of the lands between, peering wistfully at the towering Erd Tree. But you are no ordinary Tarnished. And once that is proven, the Volcano Manor will fully extend its invitation to fight amongst a family of champions. Oh, and one more thing. Only for you. This land of Liurnia is connected to the Altus Plateau by the Grand Lift of Dectus, beyond the high road. But the lift has been defunct for an age, meaning there's no simple means of passage. Instead, you must seek the old ruins in the cliff. At the base of the valley, near the Grand Lift, there's an old tunnel. It was excavated from both ends, linking Liurnia to the Altus Plateau. I have faith in you. A champion through and through. I do hope that we can meet again. Seek the old...
Yeah, she wants you to blow her back out.
So he like fixes it.
To the point where she can stand up again. But then you go, wait, I'm not done. And you blow her back out again, and then she's right back to where she is now. Okay, I did want to give this dagger back, and then we will be done for the day. I don't have anything else about Mega Man Battle Network, except that it's another one of those games that's very limited in where you can go and what you can do, right? But it gives you the illusion that it's an open world, like it's a big space to explore.
Right.
And all the characters you can talk to and things you can do, I always found interesting in it. I know that I'm a sucker for RPGs. If you look at most of the games on my list, they either are RPGs or they are, I guess, reminiscent of them. They have, like, elements of it. But that kind of stuff really made me interested in the game, you know, and made me have a great time. And I still think about it. One of my prized possessions, before we talk to these guys, is legitimately Mega Man Battle Network 4. I have the box and the manual and everything. I got it new right before this store shut down called Game Crazy, which used to be connected to Hollywood Video, and it was that video game store. A lot of people are going to have no idea what that was. But it was kind of a smaller chain of game stores, and I got it there right before they shut down. And now, you know, you try and find those games, and again, it's really expensive if you want to get the case. Like, I think it's about $100.
Yeah.
I'd have to look. It might not sound that expensive, but for an old Game Boy Advance game,
That's a lot.
it's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
And I really love having that.
Well, what have we here? How did you get your hands on that dagger? Well, that hardly matters. I know very well whose dagger it is. Why don't I return it to them for you? Good work bringing this to me.
Wait, is he gonna kill that girl?
I don't know.
Who's that person we can give the thing to buy new items real quick? Was it it was the weird, I don't want to say
I don't remember
hags,
what.
because that's pretty mean, but
I don't remember what item are we giving away.
oh, it was
I
over
don't-
here. These weird stone people. We got an item to give them.
Oh, okay.
Offer
Oh.
a bell bearing.
Oh yeah, his balls.
Yeah, bell bearing shop 2. Blackguard's bell bearing.
You can buy Raya's necklace?
Out of stock?
What? Oh, yeah, because probably Raya and the Last Dragon got it. What's offer a bell bearing? Oh.
We don't have one. That's really weird.
Oh, I like that knight armor. Wait, what are those other necklaces?
I like that knight armor too. Host's trick mirror. Take on the appearance of a cooperator.
Oh.
Take on the appearance of a host of fingers.
I actually really like this knight armor. That's cool.
You want to get it?
Yeah. Let's put it on.
Alright. I really like this Radon armor too.
Yeah, this Radon's armor is awesome.
But we can always go back to it. You know, one thing that I love about Dark Souls, have you noticed how the classic knight armor from every game is really iconic?
Always the best.
And it's always different. So it's different in Demon Souls, it's different in Dark Souls, it's different in this.
Yeah.
And then remember in Dark Souls 2, it's that one, the I don't remember what it's called, but that's the classic knight armor.
Right.
In Dark Souls 2, technically, the Faram Knight or something. This is really cool.
Yeah, we should wear this for a little bit.
I am definitely down to wear this.
Remember in Demon Souls how when you run, like the guy runs like his arms down?
I do.
He looks like an idiot.
Yeah, I love these games. You know, you and I were talking about this right before we shut it off. I have really softened up on this game, and I'm starting to really love it. It's just that it's still probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
And I say that because all of the armor designs and all this other stuff we're finding and all these NPCs we're talking to and everything, it is really interesting, and I love that stuff, but I feel like it is so big that it is almost required to look stuff up. And I didn't feel that way with the other Souls games. Like, so for example, where we just were, I know that they've been adding these things where they'll tell you where people are now. And that's cool. That wasn't in the base game. They patched that in.
Right.
But it's a little ridiculous to me with how big the world is, where people will just disappear. And, for example, if you are playing this game and you beat this area and you go up here to Liurnia of the Lakes, right? If you do not go and start Ronnie's questline randomly way up here, so let's say you miss this area, and then you somehow end up over here and you kill Radon, my understanding is you basically radically kind of messed up Ronnie's questline.
That's exactly what happens.
And even if like someone's like, well, there's a different way to do it. Okay, fine. Even if you ignore that, if you go on the wiki and even look at it, there's things that'll say, like, if you advance past Godric the Grafted without talking to these characters, you can't do the questline. It's just gone. And I understand that you want to have secrets and hidden stuff, and that's cool. I like that. But I do feel like if you're going to make it in a design where it's like, well, you have to stumble across it, then you shouldn't just lock people out of it if they beat a boss that they stumbled across. And you also shouldn't lock people out of it by stumbling across it in a world that's this big. It's different to say, well, you're going to stumble across them in Lordran, because it's like a tenth of this size.
Yeah.
Like in Dark Souls 1, yeah, you're probably going to stumble across guys pretty often. Same with Demon Souls. You can miss it, but you're usually going to stumble upon them. How are you going to stumble upon anything in this game without, like, going to Reddit?
Right. Well, and that's my main problem, is it's like, the game almost incentivizes you not to do the quest lines. Because...
Or not to fight the bosses.
Right. The game incentivizes you to do one or the other, because it's like, you could either spend, a bunch of hours doing all the quest lines, or you could spend a bunch of hours doing the bosses, or you could spend a ton of hours and do both.
But you might lock yourself out of one or the other on accident.
And that's my problem, is there's like... And plus, there's so many quest lines. Like, it feels like there's like 50 NPCs. All 50 NPCs have their own individual quest lines. And it honestly feels like, to me, like, it's like, oh, now we're working on Ronnie's quest line. Oh, we did one tiny little thing. Well, now we gotta go do this quest line. And then while we're in the middle of that, it's like, oh, well, now we need to help Selen. Meanwhile, we are still in the middle of Ronnie's quest line.
Right.
And I am not kidding you. I have like 10 tabs open on my phone, and I'm like, where are we? And what are we doing?
And people criticize us for looking stuff up. Here's the thing. Like, they'll criticize us and say, why don't you just find it yourself? That's great. I agree with you. However, how long is this Let's Play right now? Like, I guarantee we are on, like, part 30 or something ridiculous at the part we're recording now. Or more.
Right.
We're nowhere near done with the game.
Right.
And that's not the game's fault, where it's like, well, the game has to be small. We chose to play it. I'm not complaining about that. We could have just not played it on the channel. Honestly, like, no one had a gun to our head.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, if we were to just wander around trying to find Ronnie's questline, one, we never would, but two, even if we would, it would be like 30 parts just of Ronnie's questline.
Right.
Because we'd be wandering like, okay, well, do we go here now? I don't know where that is. Now we go here. Okay, no, it's none of these places. Let's go down here. And like, okay, we end up in Caled. That's wrong. Now we go back here. Oh, wait, there's some guy here we never talked to. Oh, no, a new one.
Right.
And, it, you know, I will say my favorite part of the Souls games is the lore and the storylines and the talking to people, meeting characters and interacting with them. So things like Kurt. Is his name Kurt from the first game? Kirk. The guy who kills your NPCs in Demon Souls.
Oh, that's Mephistopheles?
The guy who worked for him.
Oh. I thought the guy's name was Mephistopheles or whatever his name is.
That's the boss. But the NPC under that person, you have to kill that person to bring in Mephistopheles, and then you can kill people for Mephistopheles. Otherwise, if you don't do that, that other NPC kills all your guys. And I can't remember his name.
I guess I don't remember.
And
this,
there's an NPC.
Oh, yes, the guy that was in the cage.
Yeah, the guy like Lotric.
Yeah.
You remember Lotric in Dark Souls 1?
Yes.
And there's a guy like that in Dark Souls 2 as well, remember that?
Yes.
Where I think he has dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah.
Where he has some kind of, like a split personality type thing, where he has his personality that is kind, and then he has his personality that is a psycho murderer.
Right.
And if you let him out, he will go around killing your NPCs. And what I'm getting at with this is, it's interesting because even in this, they actually do a better job with certain things with the NPCs, where like, these quest lines overlap a lot. Like this guy, I didn't expect him to have anything to do with that bed maiden.
Right.
Or Ronnie, where it's like all of a sudden her storyline ties directly into Radon, and we talked to her, right? And you know how all those stars go flying when you beat Radon? We wouldn't know that had anything to do with Ronnie's fate if we hadn't found her quest line. We would have just been like, oh, cool effect.
Right.
We would have no idea the significance of that. And those kinds of things are cool, to tie that into main bosses or to side stories and stuff. And I think the game deserves props for that. It's just that it's so big that I don't know how most people would find it. And I genuinely believe most people who say, well, I just found it, are lying. I think that most of it was a collaborative effort between everybody to find this stuff and then post about it on Reddit and other places. And that's totally fine. But then when we say we looked something up, people shouldn't give us shit for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be a negative then if that's what Miyazaki and the team wanted from this game, was for it to be so big that you consulted other people to find that stuff, then it shouldn't be a problem when we consult other people to find that stuff. Otherwise, if you don't want people to do that, the game shouldn't be designed in a way where you are encouraged to do that, because otherwise you're going to do Godfrick or do Radon, and you're just going to blow an entire multi-hour quest line out and be locked out of entire parts of the content.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the part that's the part that bothers me. It's like there's so much stuff going on, there's so many quest lines going on, and it kind of just takes forever to even beat the next boss, because it's like, well, we got to do 500 quest lines for this person, then we got to do like 2,000 quests, and it just seems like it's like, when are we done? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's kind of like, when is this quest line done? So we can just forget about Ronnie, and we can then work on this quest line.
What's weird is the Ronnie stuff's been my favorite in the whole game so far.
Yeah, it's interesting, but my problem is, like, I don't remember it.
By the time we get to it again?
By the time we get to it, because we take, like, 10,000 detours.
Well, the other problem is we both have jobs.
Yeah, so we're not playing this every day.
The Let's Play channel is done mostly for fun. I make a little bit of money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? People think that I make a ton of money off the Let's Play channel. I get, like, a free video game out of it. Like, I'm serious. Most months it's like $100.
Mm-hmm.
It is not worth my time at all, monetarily. I do it because it's fun.
Right.
You know, like, I could put the hours a week that I put into the Let's Play channel and put it into my primary source of income, but I like playing through these games with people. I like talking to the people in the comments. I like talking to you and hanging out, or having other people over and just, you know, like, talking and having fun. And it's like a hangout. And to me also, it's kind of like preserved for later, where it's like, I mean, this sounds sappy and weird, but I can go back to Kingdom Hearts and watch a part of it and laugh and be like, I had a good time with Nate when we played that.
I actually did that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I was at work and I was like, I haven't watched these in like a year, so I watched them again.
Yeah, and, you know, there's stuff that's cringe in it. Like, that was our first Let's Play, and there's some bad audio and stuff. But it's one of those things where I can look back on it for sentimental. It's almost like a journal of games that I got to play. And so, I guess that's one thing, what I'm getting at is that it frustrates me when it feels like you're constantly being told, like, you're not playing the game the right way. Like, you looked this up, that's not the right way. Or you summoned, that's not the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we use the tools that are in the game along with the same way other people play these games, which is like talking to people and trying to figure things out. It's not, like, we don't go around trying to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like we're installing mods on the console and then, you know, one-shotting people in PvP. We're just trying to play the game and have a good time. And I guess it kind of frustrates me how parts of the game are incentivized one way, but then people act like you shouldn't interact with it that way.
And also we're trying to play the game, have fun, but beat it in a reasonable manner.
Right.
Because we don't want to, like, pump out a 200-part Let's Play.
No, and like whatever part this is going to be super long because I think we spent 20 minutes talking about this at the end.
Yeah.
I did want to see, did she say anything else about the dagger or?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay, well, let's be done.
Okay.
Let's be done. By the way, if you ever look up how to get to work, like a GPS or something, you cheated to get there. Did you know that?
did.
It's ridiculous.
I don't look up anything. I've memorized the world.
And I try to figure out games on my own. I genuinely do. But when the game is this big and I'm trying to entertain people too, like what? How would I?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just impossible.
I mean, I guess for me, there's like nothing wrong with looking up stuff. I guess if you just had like a walkthrough and you didn't do anything else, you just read word for word the walkthrough.
Yeah.
I guess to me, it's kind of like,
you could just watch a Let's Play at that.
Yeah, it's like you played the game, sure, but did you really play the game?